Well, it's an exciting day over here at Sloppy Seconds.
This episode is wild, and you're going to be hard by the time you leave.
TGI hog. You know what I'm saying?
On this week's episode, we have the wonderful and hilarious Matthew Camp, and we talk to him all about OnlyFans. We talk to him about being in upstate New York. We talk about attempted arson.
Oh, yeah. We actually had some very deep conversation. The most fascinating would be about human evolution to have a self-lubricating butthole because Matthew is a believer.
They don't exist. This is the hill I will die on. Your butthole does not lubricate itself. All right, let's get to the episode. Now I'm angry.
Enjoy.
Goodbye.
Forever. Dog.
When your first choice is a big old bus,
You turn around and boom, you end up with us. Sloppy Seconds. Oh, diva. Our number is 213-536-9180. Our email is sloppysecondspod@gmail.com. Now on with the show. How you slopped, you stupid little fucks, you nasty little fucks, you dirty little fucks, you stupid little fucks. Do we have a wonderful guest today on Sloppy Seconds with Big Dipper and Meatball? I'm Meatball and that's Big Dipper. And
hello.
now, hi, I just want to say before we introduce the guest, I have gone out to bars twice this week. No mask.
You're feeling good.
Well, here's the thing, and I'm going to say jump in on it now because I used to get really anxious about going to bars and stuff because they were always so crowded. But right now, because of the limit of people that can be in there and because I'm fully vaxxed and I feel like I'm safe now because of CDC, I enjoy a half-empty bar. I've been going to bars that I used to love to go to, like, let's say Akbar and 4100 are normally so packed and crowded that you couldn't even order a drink or you were, like, waiting for forever. Mama, they're basically empty, and you still see the same people you want to see because all the alcoholics are out.
Do you pay double, though, to keep their bills going, or what?
No. In fact, one of the bars that I went to literally didn't make me pay for a round, and I was like, do you want to stay open? Like, I was like, are you sure?
They were like, we're
pay
good.
For it. And she's like, no, it's good, Meatball, I love you, it's fine. I'm like, no, but I want to help you stay open. I saw the GoFundMe.
We raised $250,000 on GoFundMe. We're good.
Yeah, we're good. And I'm like, no, but see, that money goes away. Okay.
All right, well, let's bring in our very special guest. We have adult performer, artist, model, general personality, and recently I just found out a weed smoker, Matthew Camp.
Hey, hi everybody. Hi,
hello.
Meatball.
Hi Matthew, how are you?
I'm good. I love a half empty anything. Like, I don't mind sharing with a friend.
Yeah.
Or not. You know what I mean? That's great.
It's so nice. Have you been out to any bars yet? What's going on in your life? How's that been?
I just saw Jasmine Rice. She does like a show where you like buy tickets and they give you like Snickers and like Pringles. So it was good. It was a great show.
Wait,
is it called Trick or Treat? Wait, what's going on?
Most of our listeners will probably know you from Slag Wars or from your work on the OnlyFans or from your underwear. But where are you right now?
Like in the world?
Yes.
Oh, I'm like upstate New York.
Okay.
Yeah. It's beautiful. It's nice. It's very quiet. There's a lot of trees.
So is that where you've been hiding out for most of quarantine? And also, I know that you were a victim of a horrible hate crime. So did you just move? Yeah. Okay. Arson. Yeah. Did they ever find the man that did it? No,
but I don't know because it's a police investigation. So really, they're not going to tell me anything. You know what I mean? So they haven't kept me updated or anything. But I have a psychic and she says I'll never find out who did it. So I'm okay with that.
Really? Guess what? It was the psychic.
No, she's in England.
Oh.
She's not flying all the way over here just to do some mischief.
Well, I think we should take a step back. Let's start first with Slag Wars. Because I think as of late, that is where a lot of people sort of relearned about you or saw you in a new and different way. So you weren't like a host of that show, but you were a fixture of that show. What would you call your position on that show? Or would you call
me like the slutty Tim Gunn?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Okay, you were like a coach.
Yeah.
Okay.
You were like a coach. So how did that all happen with men.com?
Well, so through Daddy Couture, really, we
Right.
had like the Daddy Couture team, and we were like, we have to do something else with this besides just t-shirts. Let's do some like reality TV. We all sort of like thought like, oh, this is a great idea. So, you know, we did it. Daddy Couture is basically like there's a huge group of people behind it besides just myself and Rebecca. So there's like a whole team of people that are.
And the Rebecca you're referring to is Rebecca Moore of Cock Destroyer
Of Cock
fame.
Destroyers.
Yeah, but she's out of here. She's like, I don't want to do it no more.
Oh,
Wait,
with
she's
Daddy Couture?
Out of Daddy Couture or out of...
Yeah, out of Daddy, yeah.
Really? But so did Daddy Couture start as just clothing? Like it was just t-shirts when y'all started, just t-shirts and underwear?
And underwear, yeah.
Yes, I remember the photo shoot. I remember it well.
Yeah.
Now, it went from that to then your team was like, let's pitch a reality show, and men.com immediately was like, we'll have it. We'll take it. We love everyone's work.
Yeah, I think I had a good relationship with Men at the time because I believe I was like a exclusive performer for them. So they were eager to do projects, and they're huge fans of the Cock Destroyers.
I mean, who isn't?
Yeah,
Right.
I know, they're great.
Did you have the idea for the show and try to shop it to a non-pornographic producer or like network or production house? Like, were there moments when you were like, this could be on HBO Max or something like that? Or did it always feel like it should stay in the like adult realm?
Well, of course, I think so. I have a different viewpoint of the adult realm than I think most business people do, and that is that I think that like pornography is like a staple of human civilization. I think it's something that companions consciousness. And I think that it's something that is like super important for our development, technologically speaking and emotionally speaking and like politically speaking. I think that you could see like a much more democratic society that's more accepting with like sex, you know what I mean? And the sale of sex. And you can see that already like in a trend with like different states, like New York City just sort of decriminalized like sex work, you know? So you can see, all right, these are people, let's start treating them with respect. And you see trends like that happening. But even like DVDs, I talk about this a lot. DVDs were originally for pornography. That technology started and took off because of pornography. Communication technologies that like double every 4 years. That is sort of like pornography is like fuel for technology.
Yeah, that was
like
happening with all the virtual reality stuff and like all the like sex doll stuff, like all of that is at the forefront, and people are making virtual reality porn. And now it's like, oh, there's like a golf game you can play in your living room. It's like people were literally fucking virtual people 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, it's a super important part of our society. So I think like I understood from I can't speak for the rest of the people on the project, but for myself, I understood from very early on that this was something that was sort of left field. It was like not what people were used to seeing, and they didn't really know how to like contextualize it in a way that, because it's not sex. There's like really no sex in it. It's sexy and it's fun, but it's not really adult. There's nothing really adult about it besides just the attitudes that everybody has, which is that they're cavalier about sex. And so I think that is confusing for people because they're like, why isn't this porn? I thought there was going to be like cum dripping out of gaped assholes. And
I'm not going to lie, I thought that too when I first saw that it was going to be on men.com and it was like called Slag Wars. I was like, oh, they're going to be fucking for reality TV. But then I mean, it's better than that. It's smarter than that. And it's funnier than that.
Well, sex is that too. Sex is more than just this sort of like physical interaction that you have.
Not the way I do it.
Well, I mean, there's so much mental stuff, and there's so many. It's also like therapy. Like, how many times has someone been like abused, and then they think about the abuse in a different way, or they recontextualize it while they're having sex? You know what I mean? I'm sure like lots of people, including myself, probably have done things like that. So like I think it's more than just like this physical interaction that we have. There's something very spiritual about sexuality. And I think that this sort of move for men was sort of like dipping their toe into that pool. Like, let's see what there is more than just this like hardcore sex thing. Let's like explore sort of like the relationship aspect. So.
Were you expecting it to be such a hit? Because it was like everyone was talking about Slag Wars.
Oh, that's good. I mean, I gotta say, yeah, totally. There is huge holes in the market as far as like queer people go.
Hunger
and
FF?
like, what was that?
You said there are huge holes in the market, and I said, Hunger FF?
Yeah.
he did a fisting show for us, and he has a huge hole.
Oh yeah, love it. Yeah. I feel like fisting is like something that, not to like sideline, I feel like it's so popular now. Like a lot more than it like used to be.
Meatball takes a lot of credit.
Well, yes, yeah. It was me myself. I've never done it, but I definitely take credit. No, but it's just crazy to see how many people have been doing it for so long but felt like they couldn't talk about it or felt shame about it. And now it's truly like the gays are like, I would like to wear the smallest Speedo I can and fit the largest thing up my hole. Like, that's the two goals this summer. And I'm excited to see how many fists I can watch enter someone's rectum.
Same.
Have you ever fisted anyone?
Of course.
Who are you talking to?
I'm like obsessed with like evolution lately, and I've been like watching all these videos about like all these different animals like acquiring these like new skills through like these like forced living situations in their environment. And I was like, hello, fisting, same thing. I'm sure it's been happening for like hundreds of years, but for whatever reason, human beings are like,
what's the forced living? What's the forced environment that they're living in where they have to fit?
We've been living in an environment with no fists in our holes.
They have to fit these huge dildos up their asses for survival.
Like living in concentrated environments with other people, like in a city. You know what I mean? In like a highly condensed area with lots of people. It causes people to do funny things.
I saw a meme, a photo of like a diner with like a bar, you know, like the counter at a diner with those old like circular swivel seats. But because of COVID, they weren't allowing anyone to sit there, so they had these cones. They had like little soccer cones on each seat, like taped down, and the meme was like gay
it's
brunch
a great
is back.
Theme night.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like that old joke. How do you get 4 gay guys to sit on a bar stool? Flip it upside down.
Totally. They get a free drink for each ring that they pass.
Okay, so cool. So Slag Wars, how amazing. You made this like really great and successful show.
Well, I have a question.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there gonna be another season because of recent events with the cock destroyers? I mean, will they? You're taking a long drag off that little vape pen there. Are they gonna be able to work together to do another season, or you don't know? Ooh, look at that pose.
I don't know the answer to that, but I think that there's definitely. Listen. You don't have to be Rebecca or Sophie to be a cock destroyer. They are the originals, but listen, there's a lot of whores out there. A lot of people sitting on cones at bars trying to get free drinks. So there's an opportunity for other people to take that cat and fuck it. That's not the same, but you know what I mean.
Skin that cat. But I guess my question is
cat and fuck it. What's your question?
Okay, so what you're saying is that I understand that there's a lot of other cock destroyers out in the world, but like to me, Shaman, I kind of felt like they carried it. So like a replacement, you could get. I'm sure there's a ton of other bimbos that would be great at it, but like there's something about their chemistry and their like level of notoriety that I feel like would be hard to replace.
Really? You can't think of like 3 people off the top of your head?
Pamela Anderson.
Let's talk about. We'll just move past it because we can't put it on the show. Let's talk about Chase Icon because one of the amazing things about the Cock Destroyers or about the Slag Wars show was that Chase did all of this like really fun voiceover stuff and like introed the show every week. Like, what a find.
Yeah.
Chase is like so incredible, and she just carved out a spot for herself on the internet.
Truly iconic.
Yeah, I love her. She is amazing, beautiful, great to work with, very sweet, very professional, very sexy. I was like, okay, this thing.
The evolution from like making videos at her job at Starbucks to then literally hosting a viral fucking show in like full glamour. You're like, wow, we really are watching the American dream.
She is iconic.
I
hope to work with her again. I think she's amazing.
That's awesome.
Okay, let's talk about your origin story after this break.
After this wonderful break. And who's the hosts? I need to know.
Okay, something about me. I love shopping. If you love shopping too, you have to check out Rakuten.
And all you have to do is shop, 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 shop. And with Rakuten, you get cash back and rewards on almost everything you buy.
Exactly.
Shop.
Homeware, daily essentials, jeans. We're talking eBay, CVS, and even Levi's.
Ooh, so I can buy a vintage couch, tons of paper towels, and grab a new pair of jeans and still get cash back.
And that's not all. You can even stack those rewards on top of sales and coupons.
But Big Dipper, how does this magic work?
Well, I'll tell you. Rakuten is paid by partner stores to send them shoppers, and then Rakuten passes on some of that money to you, the member.
Rakuten is so real for that.
Plus, Rakuten has 17 million members who are already saving. Don't you want to become one of them?
Join for free at Rakuten.com or download the Rakuten app and start saving money now.
That's Rakuten.com or download the Rakuten app today. Do you want to improve your sleep? Well, listen up and get a Helix.
Whether you sleep on your side, your back, your stomach, Helix makes premium mattresses that are designed to fit your specific sleep style.
You know, now that it's spring, why not upgrade your sleep game and get a Helix mattress?
And you know what?
What?
I can guarantee you that they have a mattress for you with over 20 different styles and models for you to sleep on. I love sleep. I can't get enough of it.
And I love my Helix mattress. So ever since I got the big and tall, I know we go on and on about it, but it's a perfect fit for me. I haven't had a mattress before that I was able to select a model from, and I'm so happy I got to do that with Helix.
And I too have the big and tall model, and it's perfect for my big and tall body. I loved it so much, I got a second one from a guest room.
True.
Yes, baby. And the people are sleeping great in there when they eventually do sleep in there.
Best of all, Helix delivers right to your door with free shipping in the US, and you can get 120-night sleep trial to make sure that it's right for you.
You also get peace of mind because Helix mattresses are backed by a limited lifetime warranty and have been recognized by experts at places like Forbes and Wired. And me. I am a sleep expert too.
Period. Go to helixsleep.com/sloppy to get up to 27% off site-wide during their Memorial Day sale.
That's helixsleep.com/sloppy, and make sure you enter sloppy seconds after checkout so that they know that we sent you.
helixsleep.com/sloppy.
Get yourself a Helix.
We all have days when we want to eat well, but just don't have the time or the energy to plan, shop, and cook.
That's exactly where Factor comes in. They deliver fully prepared meals designed by dietitians and crafted by chefs right to your door.
With Factor, you can stay on track with your nutrition goals, whether that's high protein, balanced meals, or overall wellness, without any extra effort.
The meals are fresh, never frozen, and ready in just 2 minutes, which makes it easy to fit into your routine.
You know, I love coming home after a long day and having a tasty and filling Factor meal. It's waiting for me, and I don't have to worry about shopping. It's quick and easy, and one less thing I need to think about when I get home.
You know, I'm feral for fish right now, and I always get my fix with Factor. I recently had their scampi-styled shrimp and salmon, and let me tell you, it did not disappoint.
So get Factor today and start enjoying delicious and nutritious meals.
Head to factormeals.com/sloppyseconds50 off and use code sloppyseconds50 off to get 50% off and free daily greens per box with new subscription only, while supplies last until September 27th, 26. See website for more details.
That's factormeals.com/sloppyseconds50, like the number, off. Sloppy Seconds 50 off.
All right, and we're back from break. And we're going to get to the bottom of Matthew Camp. How did you start? Did you start in the New York City nightlife? Is that how you began?
I did. I was working, so I moved to New York with a friend. I'm gonna give you the real Cliff Notes version.
Well, and if anything sticks out, I'll ask more uncomfortable questions about it.
Totally. So I moved to New York with a friend. We were both early 20s. I think I was just turned 21, or I was 20. And
from
she
where
had
did you
just
move?
broken up from Northern California.
Oh.
Yeah. And so then we moved there. I was working.
So you moved to New York with a
job.
dream in your heart and a hog in your pants.
Jesus Christ.
And in my mouth.
Hey, your friend had a dick?
Like a hot dog.
Oh, okay.
So,
No. So we moved to the Lower East Side. We were staying with Epiphany Get Paid. I don't know if you know who that is.
Epiphany Get Paid.
Yes, I know Epiphany Get Paid.
Yeah.
So you moved to the Lower East Side, my favorite part of New York. You're down there, you're living with a wonderful performer, Epiphany Get Paid. So how do you start breaking into the nightlife scene?
So I started working at Patricia Fields, and was working at Mac. And then I was I need more money. So then I became a stripper for a few nights a week at this place. It's sleazy club called Club 20, and they had men's review night. And I would you do your little dance, you do your tips, and then you do your lap dances, and you make your cash. And it was fun. I was really young. I was 20. I looked really young. And I was much smaller than I am right now. So I was serving you full twink.
Oh.
Not even twunk, full twink. Yeah. And so
can I ask you a question about lap dancing?
Yeah.
What is your best lap dance experience, and then what's a shitty lap dance experience?
When did you get shitty? When did you poop on them?
Yeah. That's why you keep those other hogs out of your mouth. You can't eat those I guess the best one was this kid came in who was maybe just turned 21, and he was not out. He was from Ohio or something. He was visiting New York City, and I gave him a lap dance, and he just ripped my shorts off and started sucking my dick. And I was okay, you're real hot, so I don't even mind, and you're paying me for this. So that's probably best case scenario for that. Okay. But worst case scenario was one time there was this I don't know, Middle Eastern prince or something that came in, and he requested to dance with me. He was real handsy and real aggressive, and I did not like that at all. Nothing really terrible happened, but at the same time, I was I don't like that.
I would have been
yes, who cares?
Do whatever you want to me. I would like all the jewels in the land.
Jewel me down.
Yeah, right.
What's interesting about that story, though, is that the one guy was handsy and you hated it, and the other guy got so handsy he sucked your dick, but you liked it. I think that is what is fascinating about the conversation around consent. We had this conversation with someone else recently, is nuance, and that's the whole point of consent. The exact same behavior from two different people could be deemed completely inappropriate or totally acceptable depending on whether or not you consent to it, which is why that consent and that communication or that understanding is so important.
Well, also, here's the big difference between both those people. One guy was smaller than me, and one guy was much bigger than me at the time. So that dynamic, there's already like a power difference dynamic there, which also plays into it as well.
Also, he's a prince, so I'm sure he has Secret Service with him, and they could have taken
No,
care
he
of
was
anything.
like by himself. That no one else was in there with me, but they were waiting outside.
So he was a
There's
prince.
like people.
Oh my God!
I don't know what his
was
deal was. He was just like rich and.
Was he in a purple suit?
Stop.
Yeah.
Okay, so
it was
you're
him
dancing.
and Scary Spice. They both came in and pegged me.
You're dancing in this club, and then like, how does like the evolution of you just as like a stripper and a dancer to make money become like the Matthew Camp brand? Because you really made a name for yourself in New York.
Yeah. So there was like a real pivotal point in that journey, which was I had been like I started dancing, stripping, and then I started go-go dancing because it was like easier. I didn't have to deal with like private areas or anything like that. It was like I could just go like dance on a bar and like make cash with low, which was like a better situation for my person. So I just started doing that, and then people kept hiring me. I was like working like almost every night dancing. And I like won an award for it, which was like I forget what it was, like a Grammy or something. I don't know. A Glammy, yeah.
Yeah.
A Glammy.
Yeah.
New York City Music
Glammy
Awards,
Award
the Glammy
winner.
Awards.
Yeah, I know. That's a very exclusive award.
Bitch, it is. What are you talking about? After all this time, if you look back at the people who have won Glammy Awards, the people who have hosted Glammy Awards, it's like they are all now international stars. It's like Bianca and Bob.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I thought you were about to say Beyonce.
Beyonce has a Glammy Award. No, just kidding.
Oh, probably, actually. I wouldn't be surprised.
Britta Filter has like 2.
Yes.
So then these guys came up to me and were like, hey, let's film a documentary. It's not going to really pay that much, but we want to do this like movie project with you. And I was like at this phase where I was just, I'll say yes to anything. Like, I don't care like how much it paid. I would just do it just to do it. Yeah. Just to try it and like do new things. So that was one of those things. And I was like, sure, let's do it. Let's start doing stuff. So we made that movie. It was called Get and Go. It went really, really well. I went like around the world for like a bunch of different like events for it, and like that was really fun. And I think that was really when I had adopted Instagram and started acquiring a lot of followers. So that helped.
What year
also.
was
like
this?
I don't know.
2014?
I'm ADD and dyslexic.
2014.
No.
Right?
Before? After?
That's where
maybe.
the videos
I don't
are
know.
from on YouTube. They say 2014 on them.
Probably then. Yeah.
Wow.
So
not that long
now you're
ago.
clocking me.
Not clocking you. I just did research before the interview.
It's like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So, okay. So when did you start being like, okay, I can really turn this? Like, so you shoot that and are you like, I'm going to start making clothing, or I'm going to turn this into a hosting event? Like, how did you get out of go-go dancing?
While I was go-go dancing and doing that stuff, I was also like making clothes for like drag queens like Sherry Vine and like Peppermint for them to like perform in. So I've always been doing like 20 million things at once. I also had like a fragrance line that I was doing
I have some questions about the fragrance line.
For a long time.
What are the scents? Was there like a cum scented one? Was there
balls?
Was there balls?
Musk?
So there was one called 8.5, which was Peru balsam, some light patchouli. A lot of people don't act like they don't like patchouli, but it's actually in like almost everything.
A lot of people act like they don't like patchouli.
Cedar and leather, and so it was like, it smelled like good, like a man's scent. And I used to wear it on my balls and like on armpits when I would dance and stuff. So I started selling it that way too. I'm always trying to think of more ways to make money.
Yeah, cross promo.
Yeah.
Okay,
so you want to buy this?
Can I ask you a question that
Did
is
you
not...
ever sell that? He just did a little backbend and showed us his hole. Did you ever sell your hole?
That no,
Oh.
no.
But the meat
For on video, sure, yeah.
Oh, okay. But never privately. You were never a sex worker.
I have never taken loads for money.
Oh,
But I would
that
say
seems like such a missed opportunity.
But he's allowed to do whatever he wants.
No, I know, but
I just feel. Listen, I have nothing.
Listen,
I'd be a hoe.
Let's talk about branding. The Matthew Camp brand is an exclusive brand. What'd you say?
The hog and the looks.
The hog and the looks.
It's a good.
No, but it is an exclusive brand, right? Like that's the whole vibe. Like you weren't selling fragrances for $20. You were selling them for like $200 or like whatever it is. It was always like a high-end sort of 90. So a high-end exclusive brand, which Meatball, if he were escorting, that then makes him accessible to whoever shows up with the money. So I think it would be a different scenario.
Not if his brand it's $2,000 an hour, then it makes
okay,
you
but we can't sit here and
super
talk about his. Okay,
never mind.
But here's my question. Which
also
which is,
listen, the other thing too is there's just not enough people around here to do that. I don't live in like a city environment, so I'm not driving 50 hours for all that. It's just like there's a better use of my time, you know?
So this leads us to this because as sort of the tone of this conversation, I had a very different idea of who you were and what you were about before I met you. And
does that happen a lot for you?
Yeah, I have a feeling that is something you may experience a lot.
Yeah, I don't get why though. I think actually I do know why. I think I like to keep things relatively vague on the internet as like a marketing tactic, because that way people can like you for whatever it is that caught their eye in the first place, and they can fill in the details, you know.
Because I feel like I remember like hearing about your fragrances, and literally this was like me in my like 20s, you know, going, oh, so a go-go boy is selling a fragrance that smells like him for $90? Fuck off. You know, like literally,
genius.
I'm not even trying to be rude. I'm just like, I'm saying like that was the perception, because, you know,
I love it though.
I didn't know that you had, you know, a design background and an aesthetic background and like that type of vision. Like, and I think what is so cool about what you have built is exactly what you just described, with like the idea of like you keep it vague so people can either like love hate you, like, you know, jerk off to you while they're like, fuck this guy, what, he must live some glamorous life where he just shows his hog off and then he's a millionaire or whatever, like knowing nothing about you, or be obsessed with you and just want to have more information. And I feel like it's like you were able to sort of separate yourself from the yourself as a brand. And I think in this day and age, that is, we see this happening all the time with people who go on reality TV, especially the queens, who take the internet fodder of a 13-year-old who is so dumb they don't understand the world, writing horrific things on Twitter, and they take it personally when what that comment is about has nothing to do with them as an actual person, and everything to do with like some image that person saw, and that person who's writing that comment has no idea what the reverberations of what they're doing. Like, you have to be able to separate.
Don't talk about
yourself.
the vixen like she's here.
I'm not talking about the vixen. I mean, what do you feel about that? I didn't really come to a period on that statement, but I feel like all those ideas apply.
Yeah, I think that the internet is like this super powerful thing that we sort of like as Neanderthals have like found. And like, we don't really understand how it works. We don't really understand how, like, most people, I would say, and actually everybody, no one understands how your subconscious works. No one understands how consciousness works, and like how witnessing advertisements and things every day will have like an effect on the way that you view the world. No one really understands all this stuff yet. So I think it's important to take like everything, especially internet, with like a grain of salt. It's like a very powerful tool, but it's also can be a very powerful weapon as well. And the really only way to protect yourself is to not have ego. Like, you can't really care about what other people think, because at the end of the day, everyone's just sort of like this like hurt, abused person that's grown up in this world that's like abusive and like, I mean, as a history of like a race, like as a human race, we have like a history of slavery and like using people in order to get more stuff. So like that's in our genetics.
Yeah, we are
Sorry,
the
I'm pausing 'cause
most.
it's Spain.
No, I mean we are the most cruel to
Yeah.
ourselves. You know,
It's true. And this comes from like a long lineage of like genetic material informing how we react to the world. So like a lot of doctors would be like, oh, this is easy. We could go in and fix this DNA so that these reactions don't happen disease wise. You know what I mean? You go in there with medicine, you take pills and stuff to like repress these reactions that are naturally going to be happening in your body. We haven't moved that yet, or that sort of precision in science to the idea of living in a world every day and in an environment or in media or in like the internet, how that will affect mass groups of people, even like religiously or politically or any of that stuff. We don't have a lot of science that's mapping that stuff out yet. So it's kind of like an ocean. We're discovering it at this point. We don't know what's inside.
and social media is like what, 15 years old at most?
Yeah.
Like
That's
I remember
not
joining,
even like a hiccup.
Yeah, I remember joining Facebook in college, and it's like, yeah, it's a wild thing, and you know, yeah, we're so cruel to one another. We're so cruel to humans. We're so apathetic, and then you see people who are like assholes, you know, to other humans, and then they make like full TikTok videos about like, can you believe this dog was left outside in their own backyard during the rain, and I went and I like stole the dog from my neighbor and brought it in the house because it was raining in the afternoon. And you're like, okay, well, there's an outside dog, there's a dog house, and there's food and water. It's just like, it's a rainy day in the spring, you know, like just little shit like that.
Oddly specific.
Yeah.
Well, I just watched this video and I was like,
it is very specific, but I get it.
and I immediately thought, I'm like, does that woman do anything to help other humans in the world, or is she like doing her first like you know, I called the sheriff and we got
she's
the dog and we
anti-abortion.
did the whole thing, and you're like, wait, what the fuck? Like you know. Anyhow,
Do you guys have like a large conservative base of listeners?
yeah,
Conservative.
huge. Yeah, huge.
Yeah, they love it. The conservatives love us.
Wait, did you see that message?
I voted for Trump.
Did you see the message of the person who was listening to us? And sometimes the ads will be put in by like a local. She was like, I heard an ad for a local conservative person who's running for school board in my town on your podcast. We were like, what the fuck? So
that's so funny.
And there was an ad for Brigham Young University as well on our show somehow. But
yeah,
is that a Christian school?
It's a Mormon situation.
Yeah, it was like for conservatives, like pro. It was not.
I mean,
good.
I'm into polygamy, but that's about it. No,
yeah, isn't it like a well-known fact that all Mormon men are cocksuckers?
Wow. Are you just trying to direct us to watch a film you made in the early 2000s?
Have you worn the magic undies?
Mormon cocksucker?
Did you wear the magic undies?
Yeah. The ones with the zipper in the back.
Yeah, it's like, how do you get in that without a friend? Okay,
zipper in the back and a flap in the front. Wait, so you've mentioned it a few times now, but you moved away from New York and you now live upstate.
Yeah.
What took you out of the city? You just didn't want to be there anymore? Lost its magic? The cock closed?
Yeah. For me, it was just like a quality of life thing. I like to go like running. I like trees. I like plants.
You like
I
house?
don't like a loud city. Yeah. You know what I mean? I like a nice quiet cafe. You know, stuff like that. I'm like full. Real. What?
Half full, like Meatball's bar experience.
Yeah.
I might
like
go to another bar tonight.
And a bar. I just like them half full.
No!
Wait,
I I have a question about that for later.
Full asshole. What is?
That's when they only half douche. So there's a little bit of
just the
fries
first
left
chamber.
up in there.
That's all you get.
And just like Jasmine
Once
Rice, you're gonna get a Snickers. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Oh, I have a joke for you guys. Two dicks walk by a bar, right? One looks at the other one and says, "Hey, you want to get shit faced?"
Oh,
nice.
I mean,
it's a half full joke.
Yeah,
I want to. Let's save more of those butt jokes for fuck talk, which is our next segment. But before that,
okay.
Why don't we? Do you want to talk a little bit more about what happened to your house and you and your roommate and like how?
I mean, basically, we're just very thankful to be alive. It was a very close call, personally. I mean, seconds, skin of our teeth, nothing left.
So for the listeners, in the middle of the night, one night, Matthew and his roommate were asleep in their home, and someone came and poured gasoline all over the front of their house and then lit their house on fire. The back too. Damn, they were out to murder you. And they lit the house on fire, and they luckily woke up and got out, but you lost literally everything because the house burned completely to the ground.
Yeah.
That is insane. Luckily,
hence the weed.
Oh, luckily, though, people really did come together for you and helped you guys out with the GoFundMe. Did you reach your goal?
We did, yeah.
That's great. So now,
yeah,
how
it was
is
great. I felt so incredibly, even like when it was happening, I was just like, I wasn't really like, it was upsetting, of course. All that stuff was upsetting. But the thing that really touched me the most was like, I didn't have a shirt on. Six didn't have any clothes on. She just had like a bathrobe. And like our neighbors literally like brought out clothes for us to wear because it was like snowing. It was very sweet. And that was like very touching. That was like one of the most touching things that happened. I was obviously like super thankful to feel so supported and loved on the internet. It was, losing stuff that is, it's just money. You can get it back. You know what I mean? And like losing someone else or like a pet or something like that is like obviously much more worse. But it is devastating. And just the fact that people like reached together and like I felt very supported and like very loved, and it was a huge blessing, and I'm like so thankful for it.
And the crazy thing is you shared footage from your like doorbell camera, your like security camera.
Oh yeah.
And the person who did it is literally like in like a hazmat suit, like made very sure to be unidentifiable, which is such like this wasn't some freak accident where a car backfired and then some dry brush caught fire. It was like it was premeditated, it was intentional. Like that. Because I know you have a lot of community up there, like how do you feel sort of being in the same place?
Well, I'm like not right over there right now. So like I'm not really like next door, like hanging out over there. But I feel like there's nothing I can really do about it. So like I can't really, it's like
that's such a crazy
worrying
feeling.
About, am I gonna go to heaven? I don't know. Who cares? I don't give a shit. I'm not there yet. It's not happening.
Right.
So I'm not even thinking about it.
And that,
to be
honest,
honest,
well, no, I mean that's an amazing attitude. I feel like I would be crippled with anxiety and fear. Of
I would never want to leave the house if I think that everyone was trying to burn me down at every minute. But I'm proud of you.
I think it's just one person. I don't think it's everybody.
No, I'm sure it's one person. No, I don't think it's everybody.
But it's crazy that it was such a targeted attack.
And the house itself, go for it.
Yeah. I mean, the house is a very special place. It's like connected, obviously, to like the Church of Satan, which is my friend Joe is actually the one that was like, you should start doing OnlyFans. You should start doing Instagram. You should start doing a fragrance. You should start doing all this stuff. He was really the person that incubated my self-confidence in order to even do these things in the first place. It was his house. So that's why I bought it. He obviously had, I'm sure, that kind of relationship with a lot of other people as well. He was a very inspirational person. He was very sweet, and he had a lot of friends. I don't know. I don't know. Someone could have felt like maybe it belonged to them. You know what I mean, or whatever. I don't know what. I don't know. So I don't know what necessarily anything specific. So many things it could be, and I just don't even know.
Right.
I can't even.
Yeah, it's not good to dwell on it.
Spend that much time thinking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, because I've got like TV shows to write.
There you go. And your psychic told you're never gonna know, so that can sort of even alleviate a little bit of that, like, that space in your brain.
Yeah, totally.
All right. So
also, like, think about gay guys. We're good with this sort of reasoning because, like, how many guys go into like black rooms and like suck a bunch of dicks and like get gangbanged and it's like completely pitch black? They don't ever know. They don't know who it is.
That's true. And
then how many times
have you done that and then tried to set the room on fire? You know what I mean? You never know what's up.
Well, let's take a quick break.
I've never done that.
Oh, just me? Okay. Well, we're going to take a break and we'll talk about what's going on in my head these days.
Meatball left eye queen.
All right. We're going to break.
Okay, we are back, and
we're
it's
back
time for Fuck Talk. But quickly, we do need to ask Matthew our question, Meatball.
Oh,
Matthew,
yeah.
Do you know Wicked?
Do I know what?
Wicked?
The musical.
Yes. Have you ever seen it?
No.
Why not?
I'm
Just
ADD
busy?
and dyslexic. I can't even get through a movie.
Oh, God bless.
Oh, but you watch Frozen.
So you know Elsa's
on a
fruit.
treadmill.
Okay, well, it's just a wonderful tale about a green witch and her white friend. So maybe you should go watch
Check it out.
Now it's time.
I have seen The Wiz though, and it's like one of my favorite movies.
The Wiz
you better ease on down the road.
So good.
Yeah.
Wait,
the
down.
movie or the musical or the made-for-TV show one?
I think I saw the made-for-TV movie.
Yeah,
ease
that one's
on
okay.
down.
Ease
on
down the road. Come on,
favorite.
Ease on down. Ease on down.
I love Slide Some Oil to Me. That song really gets me going.
Well, that's something that you can also hear in a dark room. Speaking of dark rooms, let's talk about Fuck Talk.
Fuck Talk.
This is our segment where we
Fuck
talk
Talk.
about weird, uncomfortable sexual adventures that we've had in the past, things that didn't go our way, things that were weird, uncomfortable. And if you have a fun story, a weird story, that'd be lovely.
Yeah, I have spent some time in upstate New York, and the sexual pickings up there are really interesting and unique.
Yeah.
They are a lot
Well,
my demographic. They're older, which is really
older,
my
white,
demographic. But it is the I definitely had like above a furniture store, back in the barn behind an antique shop. Like everyone sort of like runs their own business. So you like all the hookup spots are like, you have to drive 20 minutes and you're like, oh, a 20-minute commute for dick is nothing. But it's like 20 minutes in a completely dark road with your brights on. You like might hit a deer every 5 seconds. And you're like, this feels like a journey.
Thoughts?
Yeah. It's like thoughts about that. Well, you're hanging out in the wrong areas. You are where you're going, and I know where you're going. You're going to the places where there's not a lot of colleges nearby.
Correct.
You got to go on like a border of like a college town, because then they're going to have a relatively more diverse amount of ages to choose from. You can't go like antique hunting and also looking for dick.
Wait.
That's a genius show idea. Right there.
Wait, what is it? What is
Antique
the
dick hunters.
Yes, antique dick show. The where it's not only about how old the dick is, but the value of the dick as well.
Of that dick.
Yeah.
Wait,
and
but
the
Matthew,
story. Where has that dick been?
Yes, yeah. And you can do the smell test for it. You can let us know based on smell and
the
taste.
provenance.
Yeah. But Matthew, okay, so when I met you in person, it was on the Bard College campus when I performed in the Spiegel tent, and as part of
that's
that,
right. You are hanging out at colleges.
But as part of that
Not touching the
gig,
students.
they put you up in a dorm room.
Bong.
So they put you up in a dorm room. They literally give you, it's like you sleep on one of those like weird like twin beds that are like extra long, which is what they do in the dorm rooms. And they give you like a threadbare sheet and a towel. And because you're there for 2 nights on campus to do the show. So you like everyone stays in the dorm room.
Yeah.
That night at one of the nights after the show, because also happening on that campus was like an opera performance. And so there were all of these musicians from the city who would come up for the weekend, and they would also be put up in the dorms. So I had a guy come down to my dorm room and we hooked up, and he was like a musician from the city, but he would just happen to be staying like 1 floor above me in the dorm room. And he was like, I'm at this cast party up here. And I was like, oh, well, just come down to my room. I'll suck you off. So
that's fun.
That happened in your region.
So that's pretty good.
Do you have please tell me you have a better story than that.
I'm trying to think. A lot of my like stuff is like more clinical, where it's like, all right, I have you coming over on Friday and we're filming for a few hours.
Yeah, why don't we talk about that?
You know what I mean? Like,
do you have sex for fun?
Do you have sex for fun anymore? Because
of course.
Okay. But how do you schedule, like, how do you keep the moment alive when you have scheduled OnlyFans sex?
Well, those people are like looking forward to it typically. So they're in the same sort of mindset where usually. One of my favorite things, I actually love when people do this, when like bottoms like check out completely. And they're just like quiet and like laying there, and then like one eye is like kind of drifting off, and they're just like laying there getting fucked. I think it's so funny.
And
that's
you're saying
do you ever think
not
like
from drugs?
Oh,
not from drugs or anything like that. Just because they're just like so used to getting fucked.
Oh, and they're at work. It's like when you're at work and your mind wanders and you're like, okay, I got to go to the grocery store and then I got to get my laundry later today. But meanwhile, they're just you're plowing.
They just checked out. They're just like a hole at that point.
Speaking of a half-empty bottom, have you ever dealt with an accidental poopy mistake on camera?
Oh, on cam? Yeah, of course.
How do you deal with that? You just get past it?
Just eat it up real quick and then you keep going.
Wait,
no, I'm just kidding. I've taught a lot of people how to douche, actually.
And how are they doing it wrong? And is there such thing as a self-cleaning model?
I have met guys that are like just magically clean all the time and self-lubricate. It's very rare. I would say like 1 in every like 70 is like that.
Talk to us about the self-lubrication, because we just did a whole segment on this.
How many people have you fucked that you know it's 1 in 70?
What is...
Well...
a lot. The answer is a lot. Yeah.
I keep very, very scientific notes. Very clinical.
What is lubricating the self-lubricating
Up here I do.
What is lubricating? What liquid is it? What fluid is it? What sac does it come from?
Well, very famously, the human anus produces, I think, over like 27 different kinds of anal mucus. So depending on like diet or just generally where that person's from in the world. Remember, I talked again about how like fisting could possibly be some sort of like evolutionary trait that just gets picked up by like humans as like a way to like survive better. It could be the same thing with like self-lubricating assholes. It's for whatever reason, there was like a bunch of guys and then some of them weren't being as protected in the group. And so they just started bottoming. And then genetically, they're just like, who knows why these things happen. It's like so bizarre, but I think it could just be something like that. Like we're moving into such a much more modern sort of like organization of like human beings living together, like tightly clustered in a civilization that like the body's just going to start doing weird shit. Think about it like this, like rats, like human not human.
Human rats.
Like rats that are living human rats that are like living in like super condensed like areas. They start doing weird shit. Like sometimes if they're super stressed, the moms will like eat the babies, you know what I mean, or like they'll chew off their toes, you know what I mean. And so like we don't know really what's going on. We're just sort of like living in the moment, you know.
And so for all those
Evolutionary
reasons,
speaking,
that guy that I mentioned last week, that's why he makes his own, as he words it, cunt juice.
Well, think about it like this. There's like there's tribes of people that like hunt underwater and they like go swimming.
Oh yeah, and
they can hold so they have like
5 to 6 minutes,
and they can see in like dark water really, really good. So that you could see like evolutionary how something like living in that environment and doing something on a regular basis. And that's the other thing, that we don't know a lot about sex. We don't have a lot of sexual behaviors mapped out socially. So like, who knows? Your father could have been getting fisted a bunch and like not telling anybody, and then he passes that trait down on. You never know. That's my point.
He is not fun.
Wait, so do you have like a wild go-to story if you've had a lot of sex? Like, was there ever like something crazy where like someone's identity was fake, you went to a weird location, like the dick was wild, it had 2 heads on it, anything like that?
One time I was in LA and this guy catfished me. and
he
was,
knew who
the
you
picture
were.
Well, I think someone was also catfishing him as me, because he was talking to me like he knew who I was. And I was like, buddy, I don't know you. We never met before. And he's like, you keep promising you're going to fuck, never do it. Like all this stuff. And I was like, I'll fuck you. You're hot, dude. But I don't know who you are. I've never met you before.
I'm glad that you're open.
He wouldn't believe
you know?
it. Yeah. Well, you know. Anyway, so he's like, if you let me come over right now, I'll like give you a bunch of cash or whatever. I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. So he comes over, he like hands me this envelope. I don't even care. I just like honestly was just gonna fuck him. So he hands me this envelope full of like what feels like cash. I didn't open it or look at it.
Monopoly
I just like put it down.
Money.
Yeah, and so I was like, then I was like fucking him or whatever. And then I'm like looking at him from behind. I'm like, I don't think you're the same person. Like close enough that I couldn't.
Wait, you are already dig deep in him, and that's when you were
did you
telling
not
from
look
the
at
back
his
of his
face?
head?
What did he show up in a mask and it was dark? How
No,
did you not
it was
see his
just
face?
like it was like late. It was like a hotel. You know what I mean? So I just wasn't like really paying attention that closely. And then like I kind of realized it, and I was like, I don't think it's the same guy. And then like I kind of finished up because I like realized that I thought this guy was kind of weird. So then like he left. And then I'm like, that guy was weird. And I like open up the thing of cash and it's all fake movie money.
He got you, girl.
Did he block you
He
right
got
after
me.
he left?
What?
Did he block you right after he left? Or
of course,
oh.
Yeah.
What is that? Why do people do that?
Because they're shady. I don't know.
I just don't understand
I don't know.
catfishing someone and then meeting them and acting like nothing is wrong.
Well, because like if you're close, you know what I mean?
If you're close, just use your own photo. The whole point of catfishing is to use a completely different person.
I don't know. I feel like
you said you feel like DL guys do it because they don't want their actual photo, but they find someone who looks like them so that they're like, yeah, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Actually, I never really thought about that.
Especially if like their family's super religious and they don't want to be like, you know, physically harmed.
Completely. Well,
I guess
listen.
that makes sense, but I don't believe it. Listen, this has been such a wonderful chat. I still don't think that self-lubricating assholes exist, and I will die on this hill.
They 100% do.
No, they don't, Matthew.
We spoke to a doctor last week who was like, yes, the rectum makes mucus, but it's only used to help poop
out.
Come out, and it doesn't actually ever leave the rectum.
But if we're gonna go by what Matthew Camp is saying,
Matthew Camp says we've evolved.
Maybe people are evolving, and their body is realizing that our mucus.
You said famously the asshole makes 27 different mucuses, as if we all knew that. I have never heard that.
Well, it's like it's a William Burroughs quote.
Oh.
Yeah.
It makes 27 different mucuses?
Something like that. It's probably not the right number.
Listen, and
Mucus
here's the problem is I
from
talked to a doctor. You know what we're going to do?
rectum.
We're going to have you back, and then we're going to have a
I love
doctor,
it.
and I would like the two of you to fight in front of me.
But this says, I'm looking
I
on
also
the
had a
internet.
doctor tell me human beings don't get parasites. I was like, that's the
That's
stupidest
an
thing I've ever heard.
absolute lie.
I know.
Have you seen all these people eating papaya seeds, shitting out
They eat papaya
parasites?
seeds to get out their parasites, and then they're like, "It really got something out." I'm like, "Show me the bowl. I need to see what you're claiming."
I saw one, and it was a worm that was like this long. It was like
Just
a
living in
ringworm.
your stomach. Have you ever
Or
had
not a
worms?
ringworm,
Have you ever
tapeworm.
had worms, Matthew?
No, but you just gave me like this great visual of like someone spelling out something in a like toilet bowl with like turds.
Yeah.
But it's just being spelled out with the worms.
Wah! Well,
right,
I had a
let's end
friend
the
that went
show.
to Japan and got
Like alphabet soup, you know?
Ah! See, you really are not afraid of poop or anything but related. You said you eat it right
How
up.
far have you gotten your arm inside someone?
Oh, probably just like the ear, nothing crazy.
Who's
Nothing
been the
crazy.
worst scene partner you've ever filmed?
Say their name.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. No one professional, like just amateur, some amateur dude. Yeah.
Yeah, that happens. Do people get real nervous and then they like freeze up?
Or they love it. It's like one or the two.
Well, where can people find
What
you on
about
the
you? Did you
internet?
guys- What?
What about us? What do you mean?
You don't. Why don't you have an OnlyFans? Do you have an OnlyFans?
No, but they did reach out to me a couple of times to create one, and I was
Yeah.
like, I don't think it's for me.
You're like, bitch, my dick's just too big. They can't handle it.
No.
Well, you were going to do it in drag, right?
Yeah, I think they wanted me to do it in drag, and I think it wasn't a sexual thing. I think they wanted me to just like have a little OnlyFans show. But Dipper, we have considered having Dipper do one, but I think it's that thing where he now has like he doesn't want to show his body, and so it would just be videos of him sucking dicks, which I think is less bad than showing your own dick.
To me, well, see, I don't think
Tamisha?
Tamisha, Iman, the reason I am hesitant, I get weird. Like, I very much like the pop star vibe of like, I will be like nude in a music video, meaning like you cannot see my crack or my balls, but like I'll show my whole body. I'll do whatever fantasy. Like, I'm into all of that. I'm happy to like have my body out. But to me, I'm like, the whole point of the OnlyFans in my book is like, everyone is like, oh, we've seen it all on Instagram, but when we go to the OnlyFans, we get the dick and balls. And I'm like, yeah, I have like a regular dick and balls and a regular butt, and sexually is like the one time. Did you just say same? Yeah,
Get
exactly.
Out.
Fuck out of here with you talking about same.
Hog.
But
have you ever messed around with a silicone? Sorry, Dipper, finish and then I'll ask.
But to me, like, I also feel like sexually is the one time when I don't feel like I'm performing. Because I make music, because I do shows, because I talk on this podcast, like all of these things, and then I curate it and I think about it and I edit it, and it's all sort of like part of it. And so anytime I've been with a guy who like pulls a camera out, I'm like, really? The two of us, like me like choking on your dick and you just experiencing it in the moment is like not worth it. So I have this weird aversion to like filming anything sexual and having it not be in the moment. That's just like how my personality is raised. I also or was developed. I also think I have a fair amount of hang-ups about like, I think when I first started looking at porn, I like only looked at dudes who had like 10-inch cocks. And even though in real life I interact with like all kinds of dicks, there's something to me in porn where I'm like, oh, if you don't need like an extra support in your underwear to walk around town, you should not be making OnlyFans.
What are you doing?
Which is not how I consume porn. At this point in my life, I consume tons of different types of porn, but there's something that in my brain was just sort of like that and there's something about it where I feel like it's so like it feels like special and private and like almost fun that it's like I have like a shyness around filming myself having sex, because to me it makes it like more of an organic like one-on-one
those are all understand
5 experience.
How did you get past your like?
Yeah.
I mean, were you ever camera shy? Like, how did you start and not be like, ooh, someone's gonna see my penis?
Oh my god, I'm still camera shy. I'm still camera shy.
Okay.
I'm not. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm not a great porn performer, but I do enjoy having sex, so I can like document myself having sex a lot easier than I can like go onto a set and like fuck in front of like 25 people.
Well, and I gotta tell you, the porn I like is much more like put the camera in the corner of the room and let me just watch what happens than it is the like.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you ever listen? Can I just ask you one question? When you're like a bottom's on his back, you're holding his ankles, you're like fucking the shit out of him. Do you ever just turn and wink at the camera?
Of course, yeah.
Really?
But that's because I can see it. Yeah.
You're like, shout out to all you paying my bills. Wink.
Yeah.
Thanks for the help.
All right. Well, listen, we made it.
We did it.
We made it to the end of the show. So
you will come back and you will fight with a doctor in front of me. But until then, where can people find you on the internet?
Always, please go check out my OnlyFans. You will see a lot of inappropriate sexual things happening to people. Lots of jizz, lots of jerking off. There's actually one where I'm fucking Big Dipper. Go check it out.
Wait. Honestly, if you can figure out how to get something in my asshole, I would be very grateful at this point.
Oh my God. I'm like the whole doctor. I swear to God, I'll have that thing turned into a pussy in a month.
Okay.
Wow. Sounds like a promise.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll have the
also
doctor
a lot
there for
of
that
closeted
too.
men in Glendale would be very appreciative if you could do that. Let me tell you.
Oh my God. I should actually, that is my private service that I would offer, is like an anal therapist.
Yeah, like let me turn your hole into a receptacle.
Yeah. Follow these 8 simple rules.
1.
I don't know what they are. I haven't thought of them.
Okay, well, write it down.
It's a deal.
Write them down and then we'll get back and then we'll talk about them. Okay.
It's a Dua Lipa. It's a Dua Lipa song.
Yeah, I got it. 1. Clean out your hole.
Clean the hole, whatever. Yeah.
Okay.
At least we both know where to start.
Yes,
so that's a good.
Yeah,
that's a good.
A half clean hole.
Okay.
All
Thanks so much for listening to Sloppy Seconds.
You can follow us on Instagram at SloppyPod. You can send us an email to sloppysecondspod@gmail.com, or you can call with your fuck talk story to 213-536-9180. Our Instagrams are Big Dipper Jelly and Spiciest Meatball, or you can follow me at Twitter at FatDragMeatball. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't ever miss an episode, which come out every Tuesday and Friday. Goodbye. Doodle-doo-doo, forever dog. To listen to Sloppy Seconds ad-free and one day early, sign up for Forever Dog Plus at foreverdogpodcast.com/plus.
Sloppy Seconds is produced by Forever Dog and Moguls of Media, a.k.a. Mom.
Hosted by Big Dipper and Meatball. Music, editing, and sound design by William Pitts.
Executive produced by Willem Belli, Alaska Thunderfuck, Joe Cilio, Brett Boehm, and Alex Ramsey.
Our artwork was drawn by Christian Cimarroni.
And our theme song was written by Mike Malarkey.